all the things make your home and your life luxurious. Yes, they raised me in Brazil. And that's why we will never charge you extra for base sports. Let me help you be a diva a few hours a week. Spotless Cleaning and C.com.
Love you guys.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, LKN. 7:07. Happy Tuesday to you.
Happy Tuesday. Get that extra minute today?
You do. You have an extra moment. What are you going to use it on? That's the question. Some people already started using their moments last night, pre-ordering for today, because there's a deal out there. Mam's thought of you on this one.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the wellness day.
Nope, not the wellness day. We'll get to that.
Oh, we got a lot of pre-orders for that one, too.
We'll focus on wellness with Five Guys. And today is buy one, get one free burgers at Five Guys.
At Five Guys?
Celebrating, I believe, their 40th anniversary.
40 years of Five Guys?
40
It's been around
years
that long?
of Five Guys. Didn't
Wow.
even realize.
I didn't know that either.
Didn't know they had that many peanuts.
Yeah.
But you can today, using code 40FGB Day.
Uh-huh. And the
at
Five Guys,
checkout.
you have to use the
You got
Five
to
Guys
use the app, though. Yeah, you got to use the app.
But, man, that's a good deal.
Buy one, get one free?
Yeah.
At Five Guys?
Yeah.
Killer deal.
Usually $40 for us to eat there.
Thought of you when I saw this. I said, man's
That's
going to love it.
perfect.
I
We
thought
had it on
I assumed
Sunday.
you would already have known about this.
No, no, if this was the deal through the DoorDash app, we'd be set because that's usually how we eat Five Guys is that's what you order for breakfast when you wake up at like 10:30 on a Sunday. That's what we did this weekend at least.
If you really want to stay in the know, you can follow Fat Kid Deals and turn on noties. Also, you can just download the WSIC News app. It's available on
That
iOS
too.
and Google Play.
That too.
Yeah, it's for free, and you'll stay connected to over 37 hours of content. Busy day yesterday. So there was a bomb threat, I guess, that went down at Statesville High School, too, yesterday. Wild scene. That went down during Home Ad Show yesterday. Thank you for those that were paying attention to what's going on in the community and then got to find out some information. And then, yeah, bomb threat.
Wow.
I don't know if there was a test or something yesterday, or it was like the first day back in weeks, right? Because like I already know Statesville schools,
They were out for 2 weeks, I think.
a hot minute because of the
Snow and the ice. They went back last week for most
Last
of the
week
week.
we were back. Probably maybe just didn't hit right.
Yeah.
And it's like, I can't do this.
Mhm.
And let me go to my first instinct. And that's let nobody go to school.
Well, I guess so. Yeah, it was just crazy, crazy day yesterday. The other crazy thing I heard about Wendy's yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Had to go by just to check on them, make sure they
I
were
had a
still
moment
there.
where I closed the curtains. I closed the door. I said, kids, I need 5 minutes.
You take a moment of silence.
Noah, go start the car. I needed a minute.
Yeah.
It's bad.
So Wendy's, yeah,
They're down bad right now.
they're having a hard time. They're closing 300 of their locations this year.
There's not even 300 states.
No, there
You
aren't.
know?
No, there aren't. No, there aren't.
So everyone's getting a little bit on this one.
I'm
Everyone's
doing my
feeling this
part
one.
to keep the Wendy's on exit 28 alive. I'm telling you, I went by last night just to check on them, and then I just got a Frosty while I was there.
The comments were ruthless,
Oh,
too,
were
by
they?
the way, because some Wendy's, you go to some parts of the country,
Oh, it's not the best
they're not
Wendy's
the
to go
prettiest
to?
looking storefronts.
I get it. I
you've
get
ever
it.
seen.
You know, you know where I came here from. I came from Shelby. Yeah, ours was not the prettiest one.
Like sometimes you wonder if Bojangles is going to have chicken. A lot of people were
Right.
wondering, does
The Wendy's in Shelby,
is it
they would
even
just
open?
yell barbecue sauce at you every single time you ordered nuggets. I guess that was the #1 sauce. But you'd say the 4 for $4, because that was back when you could still get the
Sure.
4 for $4, you know?
Yeah.
4 for $4. Barbecue sauce? No, I don't think so. But if you say so, ma'am. They just
If you
yelled
put it
at
in the
you.
bag, I'll take it.
Okay. But also, can I get some sweet and sour sauce, please? And like every time, and it didn't matter. You
Barbecue sauce.
They just yell it at you. Like, no, thank you.
Yeah.
we're in mourning for the Wendy's that are closing. So anyway, hopefully ours stays afloat.
Down bad.
I also enjoy the Wendy's that is next to the Walmart in Mooresville. I frequent that one often too. I do love a Wendy's. So when we were kids, family of 4, 6 of us in the family, mom, dad, 3 sisters, and me.
Family of 4.
Family of 6. I'm sorry. It's early still. Family of 6.
She listed them out.
Big family.
Me, mom, dad,
mom
4 sisters.
Mom stayed at home. Dad worked at the church. There wasn't a lot of extra money for going out to eat. So
But Wendy's was there.
Wendy's was one. That was a Sunday night tradition in our family.
Mm.
And it was either Wendy's or Quincy's. You could pick. Do you want Sunday lunch or Sunday supper?
Ooh.
You had to pick.
What'd you go for most of the time? What was your go-to?
Wendy's.
Yeah, easy
Wendy's.
decision.
Easy.
Wendy's revealed, unfortunately, same-store sales from stores open at least a year, fell by 10% in Q4. Down bad
gosh. Wendy's, what's
in
wrong?
Q4. Over the past 5 years, it doesn't look any better. Down 63% over
Wendy's.
the past
It's
5
when they
years.
had that bacon with more bacon flavor. I think that's what did it in.
It was 6 pieces of bacon, plus you could get 3 more pieces of bacon, plus you could drip the bacon sauce on it.
If
There
they
was probably
bring
a
back
sign.
the sunrooms from the 90s, I think that'll fix it for
You're
them.
talking about like what do they call like where you go to and it's like a plant room at a zoo?
The
One of
the
those.
atrium.
Yeah, like an atrium style.
Bring that back. Bring that back.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, they used to have
Let
this.
the light shine.
Yeah, it was like the sunroom, but the glass was always like kind of half frosted. It never.
Or dirty.
Oh, dirty, definitely dirty. But they call it frosted. Real dirty. Yeah.
So I don't know. That doesn't mean that 28 is going down though.
No.
It doesn't mean that
'Cause I
28
tell
is
y'all, I'm
disappearing.
doing my part to keep it open.
Because 300 isn't all the Wendy's.
No.
There's more than 300
How many
Wendy's.
do you think there are? Thousands? Few thousand Wendy's? I'll look it up.
In dreams. There's one on every corner. Also, bad announcement yesterday. You look that one up. I'll tell you about another business that
tell
looks
me
like
another
they're
one.
closing. Lowe's.
7,000 Wendy's.
7,000?
7,000.
All right. Maybe we needed to readjust the equation a little
Yeah,
bit.
that doesn't sound like that many now.
That's more than states, so we
A lot more than states.
we need
Yeah.
to readjust.
Like, there is one on every corner, literally.
This one's going to hit home for some folks, unfortunately. A letter sent from Lowe's
Oh, this
to
is sad too.
Mayor Lyles,
Man,
Mayor
we're
Carney.
bringing it down, bringing the
and
mood down
Miss
first thing in the
Cinca.
morning.
This is from Lowe's. I'm writing on behalf of Lowe's companies. This is who wrote this? Brittany. Nope, somebody else. I don't even. Oh, I'm not sure at the end of the letter. I'm writing on behalf of Lowe's Companies Inc. to give you notice that there will be a mass layoff at the Store Support Center in Mooresville, SSCM, North Carolina, located at 1000 Lowe's Boulevard in Mooresville, North Carolina 28117, and the Store Support Center in Charlotte, SSC-C. NC, located at 100 West Worthington Avenue in Charlotte, North Carolina, on April 19th, 2026. This mass layoff will be permanent. While there will be a mass layoff, the facilities will not be closing. The date of the first related employment separations is April 19th, 2026. All affected employees have been notified of their separation dates and that their separation from employment will be permanent. Those employees are expected to be separated from employment beginning on April 19th, with all separations accomplished by May 1st. Attached is a list of the job positions and number of individuals who will be affected by the mass layoff, along with the anticipated schedule for job losses. There will not be any bumping rights for any of the affected employees. That is, employees will not be able to displace more junior employees out of their job position as a result of this mass layoff. Additionally, transfer rights do not apply.
We'll be right back with more Good Morning LKN and zero judgment about your dirty dishes. Spotless cleaning gets it. WSIC. Local starts here.
Boy, I tell you what, our weather really just gets nicer over the next couple of days. Really comfortable. A good day to be outside. Partly cloudy as we make it into the mid-60s, some even upper 60s around the lake for our Tuesday afternoon. Staying mild overnight as we fall off into the low 50s, upper 60s, near 70 with some extra clouds for Wednesday. We will talk about another rain chance by the weekend. That's your forecast from the Surf Pickleball and Kitchen. I'm WSIC meteorologist Chase Myers.
Hi, this is Bob McIntosh with the McIntosh Law Firm in Davidson. Since 1997, we have been committed to providing our clients with competent, caring, and experienced legal services. Learn more at McIntoshLawFirm.com.
Here is your WSIC Community Calendar.
Mooresville Community Children's Theater invites you to Honk Jr., a joyful musical retelling of The Ugly Duckling, filled with humor, heart, and messages about acceptance and self-confidence.
Performances run February 26th and 27th at 7 p.m., February 28th at 1 and 4 p.m., and March 1st at 2 p.m. at the Joe V. Knox Auditorium in Mooresville. Learn more and get tickets at mooresvillechildrenstheater.org.
Parents, if your kids are like mine, they just don't stop growing. The Terry Kids Children's Assignment Sale returns to Mooresville Saturday, February 28th through Wednesday, March 4th at the Merino Mill Complex, 200 Brawley Avenue. Shop huge savings on gently used children's clothing, toys, baby gear, and more, with multiple shopping days and early access options for the best selection.
Get the full schedule, shopping times, and consignor info at terrykidsconsignment.com/Mooresville.
And finally, love is still in the air for Lake Norman couples planning their big day.
The third annual My Favorite Bridal Show, hosted by Events by Victoria, happens Sunday, February 22nd from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. in the Kettle Room at Gibson Mills in Concord. More than 60 wedding vendors will be there, from florals and planners to fashion, desserts, and decor, plus tastings, a fashion show, and prize drawings throughout the afternoon.
Pre-registered couples get in free, or it's just $5 at the door. And it's one of the best ways to meet vendors and gather inspiration in one place. Learn more and register now at eventsbyvictorias.com.
For even more local events, family activities, and things happening around Lake Norman, visit liveworkplaylkn.com.
That's liveworkplaylkn.com.
Good morning, LKN is back with more shenanigans and spotless cleaning support, because this show's messier than your kitchen. WSIC, local, starts here.
Good morning, LKN. 7:18. Happy Tuesday to you. You know, you got that extra second you mentioned. You know, you could spend the time going through Wendy's, doing your hair, or driving just in the car down the street. Let's see which one, if you even have a choice for. ICATS.com, alternative transportation. $3 each day, each way to commute from Iredell County down to the city of Charlotte. Cruising in the HOV lane with David. Good morning, sir. How are things looking?
Hey, guys. Good morning to y'all. 77 north and south running pretty good. We just came off 150. It's starting to pick up with some heavy traffic up there. A couple things to be aware of if you're coming south on 77. If you're getting on at the exit 42 out of Troutman, there is a tractor trailer that's broke down at the top of the ramp. It's got its reflectors out, so it's kind of a tight squeeze if you're getting on the interstate there. Also, if you're coming up coming I-77 north at exit 31, if you're in the HOV lane, there is a disabled car on the shoulder in the HOV lane. So it is a very tight squeeze there as well if you're traveling in that direction in the HOV lane. Other than that, it's been a great morning, and look forward to repeat itself as we go back to the Queen City.
All right, looking forward to it, David. Patient pans definitely required north and south this morning. Got them handy for you in my pocket. Don't worry. But we'll chat with you at 8:15.
All right, guys. Y'all take care. God bless.
All right. See you, sir.
Yes.
ICATS.com. $1 from your front door each day to run errands around Iredell County. On Tuesday, that's today. Do you have appointments at the VA each week? You should move them to Tuesday. You can get picked up from your front door in Iredell County and get driven to the VA in Salisbury for only $1. And then once you're finished up with that appointment at the VA in Salisbury, you can get driven back to your front door in Iredell County for only $1 more. On Thursdays, if you want to go to Winston-Salem, eat some chicken, you can do that from your front door in Iredell County to Winston-Salem, only $1. And then after you finish that chicken and licking your fingers, get back on the bus, come on back from Winston-Salem to your front door in Iredell County, only $1. And then Friday, if you really want to do the same thing, I'm sure there's a chicken spot in Hickory. You can get there for only $1 from your front door in Iredell County and $1 to get back as well. One little secret about it, you've got to schedule it. ICATS.com.
Oh, well, everybody's heard about the bird. The bird's a winner. Well, a bird is a winner.
It's time for the word of the day. What's the word?
Word of the day.
Today's word of the day. Today is the day, actually. It has arrived.
Yes.
Mahjong is here. I'm in the studio with Kayla. We're talking all things Mahjong, all things home to court. That's right. Today is the day. Word of the day here, brought to you by Home to Court. I'm going to go through the saying one more time. Home to Court believes home is more than a place. It's where connection, comfort, and a little friendly competition come together. From curated home finds to pickleball gear for every level, they help you create spaces where memories are made. They're also the sponsor of Ladies Who Play, a Mahjong night bringing Lake Norman women together for connection and conversation. That's Tuesday, February 17th, today, 6 to 8:30 p.m. at the Peninsula Club, hosted by Lake Norman Woman Magazine, presented by Home to Court. Home to Court, where life is played. Come check them out in the Harborview Shopping Center. Today's word of the day is adre.
Adre?
Adre.
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 A silent T.
The T is silent. Yes, we're dealing with a noun here. A-D-R-E-T. Adre.
No, never heard it. I don't know this word.
Adre. Justin, anything off the jump?
A lot of things come to mind, but not necessarily anything organized.
All right, I got some sentences here for us, all right? The Adre captain... hold on, because that means... Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. No. Today's word of the day is adre. And my sentences aren't making sense.
Makes sense. She's... No? Just go for it, you know?
No, I don't like this. No, this is not correct. What I have in front of me is incorrect information, and I'm not going to share it.
Okay.
I do have the definition of adre, though.
Can I say it backward? Will that help if I say the word backward?
You can try to say the word backward.
Is it one of those words?
No, it is not.
Turda.
That is the word backwards. That is not the definition.
But that's with the T.
Yes, correct. The definition I have for adre, and I apologize for the sentences, it just gave me a definition that I do not want to use as the definition. You know, some words have more than one definition.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, this is a noun. The definition I have of adre is the mountain slope which faces the sun.
I was going to say, does this have anything to do with the Olympics and skiing?
It
felt like a skiing word, even though I don't ski.
Yeah, it
felt
does.
like one, though.
Yeah, you know how timely I am.
I know.
Yeah.
I was like, well, a drift is what it reminded me of, and then you can get snow drifts, and that's the connection that my brain made.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. You really reached there for
It
no
did.
sentences and context clues.
Happen to be
Well, I
spot
couldn't
on to
remember
the
how many.
definition.
Well, segment 1, I didn't know how many people were my family, so segment 2, I had to redeem myself.
The other
faces the sun.
The other definition that I'm seeing here means skillful, clever, or adept. And that's kind of what my sentences were geared toward.
Okay.
But I wanted the sunny side of the mountain.
Okay.
You know what you do have to be skillful and clever for, though?
What's that?
Improv.
Improv, yes, you do.
Indeed, you do.
You have to be. We've got some improv guests, over-the-counter improv. Paul and his wife, I believe, are going to be joining us at 8:30. They've got a leadership course for teens coming up in March. And so we have a lot of the local performances come through here. Some of the event venues come through here with their performances. A lot of children and adults that come through. A lot of it, and I would agree with that. I mean, as far as building skills, being part of theater, being part of extracurricular activities.
Building confidence, talking in front of people.
Wearing socks.
That too. That's important.
All of those things in life add up to being a well-established human being.
You going to try to do some improv with them when they're here?
Well, they're going to be on the phone or on virtual video.
Virtual video?
I think you could do improv anywhere in the world,
I think you can. Just say yes and.
That's what the rule is?
That's the rule, yeah.
Okay, we'll find out. Over-the-counter improv. Look forward to chat with Paul at 8:30. Christine Patterson, she's also the Director of Experience and Engagement for the town of Mooresville, and she's host of I Heart Mooresville, which airs every Tuesday from 11 to noon. She's going to be joining us at 8:15, coming off a great weekend, the Murder Mystery Dinner Theater show.
So fun. Just a great show.
Segment theatrical?
Yes, great show. Great time. Last year was my first year going. This was their 4th year doing the show on Valentine's weekend. Yeah, that's what they said. They said 4th year. I believed them. Yeah. It was great. That was a great show. They did a great job. It was funny. It was entertaining. The food was fantastic. Played it. Well, buffet style.
Oh.
Yeah, but I had I put it on a plate.
Yeah.
So that makes it
rather than
plated,
a napkin.
Right?
Yeah.
I didn't just put the chicken in my hand. Yeah. Katie even tried to go back for seconds. So that's how good it was. You impress a teen, you can impress anybody.
That's
really.
true. That's fair.
That's true. But yeah, we had a great time. Good event. Really funny, really entertaining. And then, we always, last year, and this is just a spoiler if you guys want to go, if anybody wants to go next year, you should go and get tickets early because they do sell out. Last year, we were trying to be really smart and sleuthy and come up with the best possible answer for it. This year, we just tried to come up with the funniest answer for who did it. I'm gonna have to work some on my funny skills.
It wasn't
yeah,
as funny
I
as
didn't
you.
I didn't make the cut. Some other people were funnier than me. So
Didn't hit the way you were hoping
yeah,
it would.
so I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna just practice from now until next Valentine's Day on writing funny answers. Maybe the improv group can help me.
Practice makes perfect. Unless you're Canada and you're a bunch of cheaters, then there's really nothing you can do about it because it's just in your
Still talking about it.
It happened again, I guess, yesterday. Canada accused again of cheating during curling, in particular against their match where they faced off against the Czech Republic.
Now, is this a new match or they're just finding pictures?
New match.
Okay.
New match, I believe. The skipper, Brad Jacobs, caught cheating in the match. This would have been the 16th, so this was last night at 6 p.m. This was posted. The team, right here, another photograph. I mean, I'm seeing hand on stone.
Double tap.
Not handle. I'm seeing direct tips to granite on this thing. And there's evidence now. What do? We've got photographic and video evidence. The Olympics has already issued their statement saying what the rules were, clarifying it. They probably did it in multiple languages, but I read the English one, so Canada should be fine, unless this is a French province. Everybody should be fine.
Yeah.
And yet we still continue to have cheaters from Canada.
I don't know. I thought, and like I said yesterday, I thought the Canadians were supposed to be like the nicest, most polite country there is.
You'd think.
I thought so. I thought that was their thing.
Can't believe everything you read on the internet. And unfortunately,
in
that
this case,
includes,
though, you can.
In this case, pictures tell 1,000 words.
There you go.
And that's the difference. And I don't think it's AI generated. I haven't seen anybody say this is AI generated either. So they can't try to claim it.
No
Maybe
notes
they
on that
do curling different in Canada.
Maybe that's the way they learn in Canada.
Cheating?
So they have to unlearn it. Maybe there's a Canadian rules.
We have to break this cheating habit out of you.
You know, when you're playing rock, paper, scissors, and then you're like, you're tired of losing, and then you're like, oh, atomic bomb, boom.
I win.
I win.
I touched the stone again.
Yeah. So maybe that's just
win.
their way of playing. They win. That's another
House
game.
rules?
There's also another game called I Win. If you want to play that one.
Played that one a few
Have you
times.
played that one before?
With Noah and Emmy
right.
times.
Yeah, that's a fun game too. So maybe that's just the way they play.
It could have been.
Maybe they just play I Win.
Another move that happened in the Olympics last night, and this one, it's probably not the first time, but the Olympic men's super team ski jumping final was canceled with a round to go because of the inclement weather over there in Italy. Too much snow in the Winter Olympics.
So they need snow for the Winter Olympics?
They can't jump through the air.
Oh, this picture's cool.
Yeah. Well, it's for safety.
Okay.
Because these are the big jumps. These are guys that go like 70, 80. And there's ladies that do it too. Like 80 miles an hour, no poles, and just launch down a hill.
How do you figure out you're good at that specific sport?
Trial and error.
Okay.
Starts with the children.
Just
put them on.
I'm good at falling down.
Yeah. No need to cry. It's going to be a great ride. Hang on tight. Oh, wait, you can't grab anything, actually.
There's
Just
something to hold on to.
Stand up straight, but bend your knees. But don't fall over too much.
Right.
And just launch. Also, let me tell you early on, son, Canada's a bunch of cheaters.
We'll be right back with more Good Morning LKN and zero judgment about your dirty dishes. Spotless cleaning gets it. WSIC. Local starts here.
Boy, I tell you what, our weather really just gets nicer over the next couple of days. Really comfortable. A good day to be outside. Partly cloudy as we make it into the mid-60s, some even upper 60s around the lake for our Tuesday afternoon. Staying mild overnight as we fall off into the low 50s, upper 60s, near 70 with some extra clouds for Wednesday. We will talk about another rain chance by the weekend. That's your forecast from the Surf Pickleball and Kitchen. I'm WSIC meteorologist Chase Myers.
Lowry Drug is a source for excellent pharmacy services. We have served the Statesville community since 1959. We have attentive customer service, a state-of-the-art compounding laboratory, and the Dispill medication packaging system that takes the work out of medication management for those using medication planners. We do it for you. Come see us at Lowry Drug in Statesville. Call 704-873-2247. Come see us.
When words fall short, flowers say everything. Petal Perfections is Lake Norman's go-to florist for custom, romantic designs made with heart. Mention this ad for 10% off. Drop by our shop at 2785 Charlotte Highway in Mooresville or visit petalperfections.com and feel the love.
What color I see?
Sweetheart, would you turn down? The neighbors can hear us. Sweetheart, the neighbors can hear this.
Ladies, if your husband's favorite TV setting is way too loud, it might be time for a hearing test. If this sounds familiar, it's time to call Beltone in Mooresville and Cornelius. Call 877-HEAR-123 today. That's 877-HEAR-123. Turn down the TV and turn up the conversation. Call 877-HEAR-123 now.
Looking to sell or buy in Huntersville or Lake Norman?
Hi, I'm Jeff Snide, owner and managing broker of Blue Oak Realty Group. Here's the truth. Your needs don't pause for the market. Whether you need more space, less space, or just the right fit, I'll help you create a smart strategy that makes sense for your family and your goals. With over a decade of experience right here in Lake Norman, I know this community, and I treat every client's goals like my own.
Call Jeff today or visit blueoakrealtygroup.com. Outstanding service, smart moves. That's Blue Oak Realty Group.
Keep winter cold outside with propane heat from GMB Energy. We provide cost-effective propane to cook meals and heat your home and water, even when the power goes out. For a limited time, save big with rebates, like up to $350 on Cozy Heat fireplaces and up to $450 on select Rinnai tankless water heaters. Visit one of our 9 locations. Call 855-LPG-PROS or visit gbenergy.com. GMB Energy, family-owned and NC Grow.
At One Health, we treat your health as a whole, spanning comprehensive women's services, primary care, mental health, and lifestyle programs. Join our innovative, compassionate community today. Visit our website at onehealthmpc.com to read our story and to find a provider. One Health, transforming medicine, one story at a time.
Don't miss a thing. Download the WSIC News app today. WSIC. Local starts here.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. Apple announcing it plans to hold a product launch on March 4th, with the company preparing to announce several new devices in the coming weeks. The iPhone maker invited media to gatherings in New York, Shanghai, and London, saying it's holding an in-person experience. It implies a more low-key showcase. The Financial Times reporting Danaher is nearing a $10 billion deal to acquire medical technology firm Masimo. The purchase would mark Danaher's largest acquisition since its $21 billion takeover in 2020 of Cytiva. Wall Street returns to a holiday-shortened trading week and plenty of earnings reports. Investors looking beyond the headline and guidance numbers for clarity on AI capital investments. Among this week's most closely watched reports will be Walmart. Also reporting are tech names Palo Alto Networks. More fallout from the Jeffrey Epstein files. Hyatt Hotels Executive Chairman Tom Pritzker says he's retiring from the company and won't stand for re-election to its board. I'm John Tucker, Bloomberg Radio.
The button pushing stops here.
WSIC. Local starts here.
Good morning, LKN is back with more shenanigans and spotless cleaning support because this show's messier than your kitchen. WSIC. Local starts here.
Good morning, OKN. 7:34. Happy Tuesday to you. The planets are aligning.
They are.
February 28th. I guess several of them are going to be in a straight line. They say
literally aligning.
Literally 6 planets will align. I think this is like once in a decade kind of a scenario.
Yeah, it doesn't happen often.
I feel like they talk about it a lot, but maybe
I say it a lot.
Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune are all going to line up. Now, I don't think we're going to see Uranus or Neptune but we will see Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, and Saturn with the naked eye from almost anywhere. Okay, Uranus and Neptune will be visible to the naked eye if you're in a dark place.
Oh, no light pollution.
Right.
We got a lot of it here. No. Well,
if you're not a Dre.
You need to be outside. If you're not a Dre.
On the sunny side of the mountain.
Okay. Yeah, true. You live on the dark side of the mountain.
Audrey, not just Dre.
Audrey.
February 28th.
All right.
That's when it's going down. That's the last day of the month, by the way. We are in the weird month that ends on the 28th day. It doesn't go any farther than that. Unless it's in a leap year?
No. No leap
Close
year.
one.
Yeah. So
you gonna watch this?
Yeah, if I happen to be outside, I'll look up. But they always talk about the meteor showers and stuff. They always happen at like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Like, I guess people wake up for that. I've seen one
It's
time.
happen at like 7:30.
Yeah, if this happens at like 6:15 p.m., definitely can catch
There'll
it.
probably be some cool pictures on the internet after.
I'm sure there will
if I had to guess.
But that's cool. I always blame everything on the planets or Mercury's in retrograde or something like that. I just blame
heard
it.
that one.
I blame everything on that one. It's not my fault.
Maybe that's what happened the other night at Birkdale. Maybe
man.
Mercury was in retrograde.
Maybe that's what it was the other
And
night.
when Mercury's in retrograde, for me, I instantly start twerking. That
Do you?
is the number one move I've got. Clothes on or off doesn't matter.
Okay.
But thankfully, at least in Birkdale, people kept their clothes on.
I'm glad they did.
I've seen the video. It was set. I don't know yet definitively. I haven't had a chance to follow up with this person. I think I know who shot the video.
Okay.
But we reached out to Chief Vaughn of Huntersville. He was willing to come on, so he's going to be coming on the show. Birkdale also wants to be a part of the conversation as well. Obviously, people are upset. There's a lot of people upset.
A lot of people upset. Yeah. Thanks for all the comments in the DMs.
And
guys.
it's beyond internet trolls, I would say, of people that are upset.
Yes.
It has taken off over the internet a little bit. And so where some comments are coming from, probably not local,
Right.
if we're honest.
Once we hit like past 500,000 views, we're not hitting local anymore.
But there are local people reaching out who are upset, disturbed, questions, want clarification on the
just
situation
want to know that they
happened
can
at Birkdale.
go to Birkdale on a Friday and Saturday night and feel like it's a family-friendly atmosphere too. I think that's the most comments and messages I've gotten, that they just want Birkdale to be a nice place to take the family any day of the week.
And it's not that they don't want kids hanging out. It's not that they don't like celebrations. And now, was it a celebration or a fight? I think is what's part of the conversation. But for the pedestrian safety, for motorist safety, for families with young kids, when you have a large amount of people, and large is relative, I understand. It's not like this is a J. Cole concert or anything like that. But when you've got, a larger number of people standing in the middle of the roadway, impeding traffic, people also don't know what's going on, so they feel unsafe. Those are the things that people want to address. And so we're grateful for Chief Vaughn, who's going to be willing to come in.
Yeah, glad that he's going to come on and talk directly to it, and Birkdale for coming on as well and
Yeah.
talking about it. So what they're doing, and I think curfew has been moved up to 6:00 p.m.
I saw that. I saw you said that in the post.
Yeah, so they've moved
Sheesh.
curfew to 6 p.m.
Did you make that unilateral decision, or did they already say that?
They
said. I didn't know if you
we chatted
changed
about
Yeah,
it. No, they did.
I've been talking to Katie, and I think we should move it to this. I didn't know if that's
right.
what happened.
Yeah. No, the Huntersville police put out a statement that they're moving curfew up to 6 p.m. on the weekend. So you can't be in Birkdale unaccompanied without a parent after 6 p.m. on the weekends. Which really, like now, 6 sounds early, but it gets dark at 6. And so, that's when shenanigans start happening after dark.
And you want to balance, because you don't want to necessarily have no place for kids to hang out.
Right.
Because when you have no place for kids to hang out, sometimes worse stuff starts happening.
Right. Kids do need a place to go hang out where they can just hang out with their friends
Be
and have a
kids.
good time and be kids. Yeah, absolutely.
Now, is that in front of Bar Taco, gyrating on a hood? Not for everyone.
Not for everybody. Yeah. And I don't think that these kids were causing any, damage or hurting any property or anything like that. But
I hadn't heard any reports of that.
I haven't heard anything about that either. So hopefully they were just kids, got a little bit out of hand, get a little wild on a Saturday night. But
Because do you want the other extreme? Do you want Footloose? And we have the dance police?
That's how I grew up.
Everywhere.
I know.
Just watching every corner. I
couldn't
saw
do
that foot
nothing.
moving.
Yeah,
I
couldn't
saw
do
you
nothing.
tapping. Turn the speakers off.
I'd dress as a Bible character for Halloween.
See?
I mean, yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that either.
No, there's nothing wrong. You raise your kids the way that you think is the best way to raise them. You know,
there's some great Christian music out there.
Yeah, there's some great Christian music out there. There is some good Christian music out there, but yeah, I missed out on a lot just from being, very restricted growing up. But
now, when I showed the video to Bill this weekend, he asked the question that I asked.
What's his question?
So J. Cole is online getting back to his roots right now of driving around in an old Honda Civic. I guess that's still the same Honda Civic, I think. Because he's from North Carolina.
He's from the Charlotte area, isn't he?
Greensboro, High Point.
Fayetteville.
Fayetteville.
Excuse me. Started off selling CDs out of his trunk for $1.
Right.
Has now, with the new album he's got, begun traveling around North Carolina, has been to multiple North Carolina cities in the past week, selling his new album out of the trunk, which has involved quite the excitement.
The gathering, yeah.
The gathering around the car, including the gyrating. It's been going on. And so I didn't know. Bill asked the question. I thought, was J. Cole in Birkdale? Is that what was really going on? I don't even know if it was a J. Cole song that was playing in the video or not, too, by the way.
Well, and the video that we have online is a royalty-free song.
Yeah, you replaced the audio. Yes, there's no doubt about that. But whoever captured the video, there was very loud audio, right, coming from the vehicle or a boombox or something within the vicinity.
To be fair, I don't think J. Cole has a lot of that kind of music. He's more of a poet, if you will.
Okay.
People don't gyrate to J. Cole.
Not exclusively.
Okay, well,
it's more for the lyrics. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's to feel something.
Right.
Okay.
Right. And J. Cole likes to keep his crowd calm. He's like, y'all got it. I'll hang out with y'all. Just stay calm. And that was not calm.
Okay. Yeah. And that was not J. Cole's song from the original video that you had heard?
I can't even remember the video.
Okay, perfect.
The song in the
we
video.
don't know.
Yeah.
It could have been. It could have been J. Cole himself.
I know it wasn't.
I don't think it was.
Bill was with J. Cole on Saturday night.
Was he?
On a roof.
At Birkdale?
At Birkdale.
Yeah.
Singing the songs. It was actually Bill gyrating in the video.
I think that was Bill's car, actually.
It was actually him right
We're starting
on top.
We're starting rumors. But we're looking forward to having the police chief from Huntersville and Birkdale here just to talk about it. Because everybody's talking about it, whether you've seen the video or not. And all the mom pages and all the parent pages, it's everywhere in there. So it's something that people are talking about. So we just want to have like a nice conversation and clarify what's going to be going on.
We want people to be safe because you don't want the next thing to be a funeral or a memorial for somebody, right? You don't want that to be the next progressive thing. Daytona this weekend, there's a video that came out online. Supposedly, this is a guy who was at Daytona on the last lap. This is literally the final lap when the big wreck happens coming across the finish line.
No.
Supposedly, this guy is out there on the track at Daytona, and you can go and play it because it's just quick. Throwing ashes of somebody he loved. I'm assuming he loved him, and trying to celebrate with them. A guy at Daytona throws the ashes there at the very end of the race. But the ashes don't go onto the track.
They just go right back on him.
They splash back like at him in the face. And so it can't taste good. What body part you think it was that he licked?
Oh, gosh. Bless his heart.
Hopefully it wasn't like his mom or something like that, because that would make it even weirder.
Oh, no.
But I guess if it was just anybody, it's weird. Could have been a dog, too. I guess it could have been an animal.
It's got to be somebody who just loves racing.
Maybe it was just like a Mountain Dew powder pack or something like that. They make that anymore?
Probably. Some Gatorade powder or something.
Some powder.
Yeah. Let's hope it was that.
I can't carry the cooler out because I can't feel my left toe. But that's all right. It's going to be a good time.
Here we go. Green flag. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
You know they used to race with horses back in the day?
Yeah.
There's a place in Randolph County, unfortunately, that's not going to be able to do that. Fire. Some of the horses died. Bill's looking at me like he was smiling at first. He's not laughing anymore.
We'll be right back with more Good Morning LKN and zero judgment about your dirty dishes. Spotless cleaning gets it. WSIC. Local starts here.
Boy, I tell you what, our weather really just gets nicer over the next couple of days. Really comfortable. A good day to be outside. Partly cloudy as we make it into the mid-60s, some even upper 60s around the lake for our Tuesday afternoon. Staying mild overnight as we fall off into the low 50s, upper 60s, near 70 with some extra clouds for Wednesday. We will talk about another rain chance by the weekend. That's your forecast from the Surf Pickleball and Kitchen I'm WSIC meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here is your WSIC community calendar.
Mooresville Community Children's Theater invites you to Honk Jr., a joyful musical retelling of The Ugly Duckling, filled with humor, heart, and messages about acceptance and self-confidence.
Performances run February 26th and 27th at 7 p.m., February 28th at 1 and 4 p.m., and March 1st at 2 p.m. at the Joe V. Knox Auditorium in Mooresville. Learn more and get tickets at mooresvillechildrenstheater.org.
Parents, if your kids are like mine, they just don't stop growing. The Terry Kids Children's Consignment Sale returns to Mooresville Saturday, February 28th through Wednesday, March 4th at the Merino Mill Complex, 200 Brawley Avenue. Shop huge savings on gently used children's clothing, toys, baby gear, and more, with multiple shopping days and early access options for the best selection.
Get the full schedule, shopping times, and consignor info at terrykidsconsignment.com/Mooresville.
And finally, love is still in the air for Lake Norman couples planning their big day.
The third annual My Favorite Bridal Show, hosted by Events by Victoria, happens Sunday, February 22nd from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. in the Kettle Room at Gibson Mills in Concord. More than 60 wedding vendors will be there, from florals and planners to fashion, desserts, and decor, plus tastings, a fashion show, and prize drawings throughout the afternoon.
Pre-registered couples get in free, or it's just $5 at the door. And it's one of the best ways to meet vendors and gather inspiration in one place. Learn more and register now at eventsbyvictorias.com.
For even more local events, family activities, and things happening around Lake Norman, visit liveworkplaylkn.com.
That's liveworkplaylkn.com.
Need a ride? ICATS has you covered. Tuesdays to the VA in Salisbury, Thursday to Winston-Salem, and Fridays to Hickory. Plus, run errands every day around Iredell County for just $1. Visit rideicats.com.
Good morning, LKN is back with more shenanigans and spotless cleaning support, because this show's messier than your kitchen. WSIC, local, starts here.
Tuesday's the longest day, it's got me feeling down, but I turn on my radio. Listen to Good Morning LKN on WSIC. It makes Tuesdays better.
Good morning, LKN. 7:48. Happy Tuesday to you. Got that extra moment? Are you pregnant? Maybe you want to use it getting an ultrasound at your house.
At your house?
Yeah, you can do that.
You can do that now?
Or at least as you're on your way to be able to do that. I saw this one posted yesterday. A home cardiotocography. Is that a
cardio
CTG?
I've never heard of that before.
Okay. Has been used in practice for decades, especially in high-risk pregnancies. But an ultrasound represents another level. Terna is the name of the company. They're offering portable ultrasound rentals designed for what they're calling pregnancy entertainment.
Oh, new form of entertainment. New category.
No diagnosis, no medical use, just pure fun. $120 to rent the device for 2 weeks, $425 for a trimester.
12 weeks.
And shipping costs are included. Only available within the U.S., so moms will be able to take videos. It attaches to an app on your phone, and you can kind of ultrasound yourself at home and check and follow your baby from the tummy, from the tum-tum.
That's so cool. I would never go anywhere. I would just be looking at my baby all the time. You know what? Whenever Katie was like little, like a baby, I would just stare at her all the time. I'm like, I can't believe I made a person. It was just fascinating to me.
Yeah.
And so, yes, I would imagine that I would not
So
get
the
any.
idea for having the ultrasound all along, like every week, right, if you did a new ultrasound photo and tracked and was able to do that, because ultrasounds, right, most of the time you get like, what, 1, 2?
Yeah.
Depending on the pregnant, the complications?
You can do the elective ones, you know, where
Yeah.
you get the 4D or 3D or whatever images. So, yeah, but I never did those either. So I just had I had one picture, one tiny little ultrasound picture of her. And I looked at it all the time whenever, and so I was just trying to figure out what she would look like. Like, I don't know. That's just how my brain
This was
works.
week 7, Katie, when I vomited in a Taco Bell with you.
Exactly.
It's like you could have had
It'd
those
be more
stories.
like this was week 7 when I was on a jet ski and drinking a White Claw.
Didn't realize yet.
Didn't know that you were there yet.
You were part of my life.
You turned out just fine, kid.
Don't believe everything you read online. That's for sure.
That's what, yeah, she turned out just fine.
Like, for example, the drama from the UNC Duke basketball game that went down. Oh, yeah. So the big brawl that took place, allegedly.
Oh, this is allegedly
Allegedly. So the DA of Orange County, DA Jeff Neiman NC on X, put out this post. A week has passed, and what seemed likely is now patently obvious. There is zero evidence that anyone from Duke's basketball program was, quote, punched in the face at the Smith Center last week, nor is there any evidence that a staffer was, quote, trampled on the floor or, quote, in a complete brawl, for that matter. Some have asked why I'm talking about this. It's certainly not because of a sports rivalry. There's no business of the DA's office. That's no business of the DA's office. But I've seen firsthand how reckless accusations of violence incite more violence, and that is my business. Someone with the power and influence of a major men's basketball coach should exercise more discretion before just saying things that can have real-world consequences. Now, of course, quickly enough, somebody had seen that post from the DA and then asked Duke's coach, just to the right of that one, what his thoughts were on the DA's response about the coach's response initially from the game. And so here's Duke's head coach now responding to the DA.
Yeah, well, look, I would like to focus on Syracuse, but I'll tell you that I know what I saw and I know what happened with our staff after the game, and that's the bottom line. And I'm not going to go and circle back or get into I don't know what was said or wasn't said or what people want to claim, but I know what happened, and I'm always going to support our staff being in those situations. And again, I could have even said more, and I'm not going to do that. But we're moving on, and really grateful for tonight's win, but I don't want to go back.
Could have said more. Could have said more. The only thing I saw was, obviously, who was the gentleman from the Tar Heels who had said that he punched somebody in the face because he wanted to get the licks? But I didn't see any actual punching videos.
No.
I just saw the guy who said that
he punched somebody.
I think it was Reggie Bullock.
Yeah. So was he just talking big? You think that's all it was? Or you think he actually, like, stuck somebody in the face?
Sticking someone in the face for no reason seems out of character.
Ill-timed?
Yeah, I don't know. It just seems like something you just wouldn't do at a public event at the game.
Yeah.
We're at the game.
Doesn't seem
like
doesn't
something
make
that
sense,
normal
but
people would do.
a lot in
Yeah.
this world doesn't make sense.
That's the truth.
That's true.
The planets are aligning. That's why.
Well, also they're working on some new studies.
They are.
This one's from the University of Maryland. And this is, what really is cutting edge.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Technology and studying of
All
people.
right.
They're creating what they're calling the Human Flatus Atlas. That's the project that they're working on at the University of Maryland, the Department of Cell Biology and Molecular Genetics. They've designed what they're calling smart underwear.
Okay. Smart underwear.
To measure human flatulence. And so they're testing several things. I guess there's gases, right, as part of flatulating.
Right.
And it's vitally impossible for the physician to objectively document the existence of excessive gas using current available tests.
Correct. Yeah.
And so they're moving this technology forward.
Sorry. This is making me giggle.
With modern advances by tracking hydrogen in flatuses. And the device helps scientists revisit long-standing assumptions about really the core issue for us as human beings, how often people actually fart. It also opens a new window into measuring gut microbial metabolism
Okay.
in everyday life. And so the smart pants.
Smart underpants. Nice.
Are going to get this done.
Okay. It looks like I would just say probably eat more fiber, but you never know. You never know. So people who consume high fiber diets yet experience minimal flatus, is that the scientific term for toots?
I believe so.
Okay.
That's the word I'm going to be using going forward. Oh, nice flatus.
No, who flatus?
Oh, my. Flatusy today, are you?
They made whole cues to understanding microbiome adaptation to high fiber diets. Yeah, I was going to say just eat more fiber.
Yeah, the research
Eat
is
less cheese.
being led by Brantley Hall. He's an assistant professor in the Department of Cell Biology and Molecular Genetics at UMD, and he helped develop the smart underwear. It's a tiny wearable device that snaps discreetly onto any underwear.
Oh, it's not the whole underwear.
You don't have to buy the underpants.
You don't have to buy the underpants.
You buy the little device that follows your flatuses around. A tiny wearable device that snaps directly onto any underwear and uses electrochemical sensors to track intestinal gas production around the clock. I wonder if this ever just replaces colonoscopies.
They're not testing that with
just use the gas.
They're not
just to know how many polyps you got. Based on that gas, you got to have some up in there.
It'd be great if they could figure out a way to do that. That saved me a bunch of time and money too.
Healthy adults, they found previously, produce flatus an average of 32 times a day, roughly double the 14 daily events often reported in medical literature. Individual variations were extreme, as you could imagine. Daily totals ranging from as few as 4 flatus events to as many as 59.
Exactly.
Objective measurements gives us an opportunity to increase scientific rigor in an area that's been difficult to study. Really hard to figure it out.
It would be hard to study that unless you're just going to have the doctor follow you around for the whole day.
Sit in this box.
And just count.
You're a bag of
Cheetos.
Cheetos.
My goodness. Yeah, really. I think we know probably what causes toots and what doesn't.
We don't actually know what normal flatus production looks like. This is what Hall said. Without that baseline, it's hard to know when someone's gas production is truly excessive. To fill this gap, the Hall Lab is launching the Human Flatus Atlas. The project will use smart underwear to objectively measure flatulence patterns day and night across hundreds of participants. And correlate those. You didn't even know. You didn't even know what you were doing that nighttime. You thought you were sleeping, and your body's been working. You're going to study and correlate those patterns with diet and microbiome composition. Devices are being shipped directly to participants, allowing anyone in the United States to join remotely. The results of the Human Flatus Atlas will help to establish the normal range of flatus for people in the United States over the age of 18. To capture the full range of variation, Hall's team is recruiting participants across several categories. Maybe this is one of yours.
Oh, okay. What's
that
the
emerged
category?
From the early studies. Excuse you. Zen digesters, people who consume high fiber diets, 25 to 38 grams of fiber daily, yet experience minimal flatus. These individuals may hold clues to understanding microbiome adaptation to high fiber diets. Hydrogen hyperproducers, simply put, people who fart a lot. Studying these individuals could reveal what drives excess gas production.
And then the third category is normal people.
People who fall between the two categories.
I'm not going to tell you where I fall.
Take a guess. Oh, I forgot to tell you about the horses. Terrible. Randolph County.
I know. It's
it
so
was a
sad.
fire. It's like 30 horses died.
We'll talk about it after.
Are we?
Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
You mean horses too?
I know. Bummer of a news day, man.
We'll be right back with more Good Morning LKN and zero judgment about your dirty dishes. Spotless cleaning gets it. WSIC. Local starts here.
WSIC 105.9 FM, 100.7 FM, 1400 AM. Statesville, Lake Norman's home for local talk radio. WSIC. Local starts here.
That is the unfinished business that I'm about, fighting
for equal opportunity for all Americans and peace in the world.
His family put out a statement that Jackson died peacefully this morning, surrounded by family, calling him a tireless change agent who elevated the voices of the voiceless.
Once a protege of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., the Reverend Jesse Jackson became one of the country's leading civil rights leaders in his own right, establishing the Rainbow Push Coalition based in Chicago. He ran for the Democratic presidential nomination in both 1984 and 1988. In 88, he finished second to nominee Michael Dukakis. The Reverend Jesse Jackson was 84.
That's Fox's Kevin Uretsky. Iran State TV is now reporting another round of talks with the U.S. through a mediator in Geneva have just finished.
I would say they're bad negotiators because we could have had a deal instead of sending the B-2s in to knock out their nuclear potential.
And President Trump's threatened the U.S. could attack again like last year if Iran doesn't make a nuclear deal. Iran's supreme leader warns today they could slap the U.S. down, adding the president cannot depose the Islamic Republic. 3 people are in critical condition in Pawtucket, Rhode Island, after a shooting at a high school hockey game. 2 others were killed. Fox's Todd Pyra reports an ATF source says it was a man who targeted his wife and kids and then killed himself.
Police have identified the shooter as 56-year-old Robert Borgen, but say he may have identified as transgender, going by the name Roberta Esposito, an unnamed woman who claims to be the shooter's daughter, telling reporters that he had mental health issues.
A police officer shot dead in the Indianapolis area. Another was wounded. The suspected gunman found hours later late last night when Indiana State Police Sergeant John Perrine says a good Samaritan helped.
They pointed us in the direction of where they believed the suspect was hiding, and IMPD SWAT was able to move in within minutes of that tip.
America's listening to Fox News.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. After my husband died, the last thing I wanted to think about was money. Ethos made it affordable to get life insurance. Signing up was fast and 100% online. I knew that I could pay our mortgage and have food in the fridge. I could focus on my kids. No one ever tells you how much you're going to depend on that policy. I am so grateful we had coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/save. That's ethos.com/save. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Oh, how's that flu, babe? Did you take Dayquil Intense Flu yet?
Nah, I got this. Ugh, okay, I don't got this.
You stay on the couch, and I'll grab the Dayquil.
Undo your flu symptoms with Dayquil Intense Flu. Dayquil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
I'm ready for that to-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
Dayquil Intense Flu, the daytime coughing, aching, fever, under your flu medicine. Use as directed, keep out of reach of children.
In addition to the U.S.-Iran talks in Geneva, Switzerland, there also are peace negotiations today brokered by the U.S. trying to get Russia and Ukraine to stop their war, which keeps raging. Russia fired another barrage of drones and missiles into Ukraine overnight. Ukraine hit a Russian oil refinery. And there's another American now jailed in Russia after those high-profile prisoner swaps in recent years.
The American citizen was arrested at Moscow's Vnukovo airport. He had checked in a suitcase containing the stocks of 2 Kalashnikov assault rifles, doing so without making a customs declaration. The man, who's not been named, was found guilty of smuggling weapons. The court sentenced him to 4 years in prison. A state news agency says he was a gun collector who partially admitted his guilt. The State Department advises against all travel to Russia and tells Americans to leave immediately due to risks including wrongful detention. Jonathan Savage, Fox News.
In the search for Nancy Guthrie, the FBI is still working to see if they can identify DNA found on a glove.
It's been 17 days since 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie was last seen at her home in Tucson. Pima County Sheriff Chris Nanos stressing members of her family, including her 3 children, have been cleared of suspicion, explaining in a statement, the family has been nothing but cooperative and gracious and are victims in this case. The FBI revealing a glove found about 2 miles away from the home is being analyzed for DNA and appears to match the gloves worn by a masked man caught on doorbell camera footage the morning of her disappearance. The FBI says the man appears to be 5'9" to 5'10" tall with an average build, recently doubling a reward it's offering in the case from $50,000 to $100,000. Kristen Goodwin, Fox News.
On Wall Street, after a long holiday weekend, stocks may fall. Dow futures down more than 100 points. NASDAQ futures off more than 200. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Boy, I tell you what, our weather really just gets nicer over the next couple of days. Really comfortable. A good day to be outside. Partly cloudy as we make it into the mid-60s, some even upper 60s around the lake. for our Tuesday afternoon. Staying mild overnight as we fall off into the low 50s, upper 60s, near 70 with some extra clouds for Wednesday. We will talk about another rain chance by the weekend. That's your forecast from the Surf Pickleball and Kitchen. I'm WSIC meteorologist Chase Myers.
Lowry Drug is a source for excellent pharmacy services. We have served the Statesville community since 1959. We have attentive customer service, a state-of-the-art compounding laboratory, and the Dispill medication packaging system that takes the work out of medication management for those using medication planners. We do it for you. Come see us at Lowry Drug in Statesville. Call 704-873-2247. Come see us.
Good morning, LKN is back with more shenanigans and spotless cleaning support because this show's messier than your kitchen. WSIC, local, starts here.
Good morning, LKN. 8:06. Happy Tuesday to you. You know, some days are tough to deliver the news. Some days it's very real out there and people's lives are upended and sometimes it's, if I don't laugh, I cry.
That's
and such is the scene for a terrible fire that took place in Randolph County on Sunday. It was Seagrove, North Carolina. There was a structure fire at Calicut Stables located on Highway 220 South. It was a barn fire. Unfortunately, 36 of the 43 horses died from the fire. The effect. I don't know if it was the fire itself or the effects of, kind of like what's that TV show? This is Us or something like that. This is the end. Whatever. This is whatever that show is.
Yeah.
Where the dad died. You know what I mean? Remember that one?
No.
Okay.
It sounds sad. I don't want to watch
Super
it.
sad. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I'm good. I don't want to watch it. No, super sad and really, really sad. And I've learned a lot about horses from doing the Late Normal Woman podcast.
The equestrian community is very strong.
Very strong equestrian community in this area. And so I've learned a lot about horses and, how they feel and like how they can hear your heartbeat and all kinds of things. Like they don't have to stick their head to your chest to hear your heartbeat. Like they can sense your heartbeat. So like very intuitive animals
and
too.
People that own horses, super deeply connected to their animals.
Very connected.
Very, very deep emotional connections to their animals.
So this one hits even harder than like maybe 2 years ago I would have seen this story. I was like, oh, that's sad. Now that I know more about horses and like the connection that people have with their horses, it hurts even more. This is a terrible segue, but I will say that this week on the Late Normal Woman podcast, we had a really great episode, came out yesterday with a new law firm called Legally Sound.
Okay.
And it's equestrian law because horses are big purchases and you need contracts, and sometimes people lease their horses and where your horses are staying and where you're going to, there's a word for it that I don't know, but wherever you keep them, where you board them is what it is.
Yeah.
Like all that kind of stuff that goes in with
big decisions for a big animal.
Big decisions.
Yeah.
And so that episode's it did really, really well yesterday. People were really excited about it. So if you are a horse person and you're deeply involved, it's a great episode to go and watch. You can get it on latenormalwoman.com or anywhere you get your podcast.
Yeah, thoughts and prayers for Calicut Farms, the stables, and all the family and people. I mean, again, just devastating scenario, and I can only imagine the heartbreak that they're feeling. Yeah. Some people are going to be heartbroken in NODA. Street vending is over in NODA. Now, they had actually voted on this, I think, last year or beginning of this year.
Yeah, I feel like we talked about this before.
But it's official now.
Officially
that as of
over.
The 15th. Street vending is officially over in NODA. There is a public input session today to determine whether the ban will be citywide or not. So now they start
for
the
that
discussion.
neighborhood.
Or just for the neighborhood. Street vending, is this a bad thing to eliminate? Good thing to eliminate?
Now,
I'm not super familiar, to be honest with you.
Street vending, they're just like setting up tents, like kind of like farmer's market, but just
like table on
all
the curb.
the time.
Yeah, it's tables on the sidewalk.
Is there food trucks?
There are. It's hard to say because it's right down the heart of NODA. So
NODA's a busy place.
I haven't been there in a while. Yeah, I haven't been over.
Yeah,
NODA
I think the street vendor kind of adds to like the charm of North Davidson.
It seems to fit that area.
It does.
You know?
Did you see
I didn't see
anything
any issues other than when I'm walking with the stroller, and maybe I can't get like
just tight
the route.
sidewalk.
It's just tight. It's just tight.
So there wasn't any kind of like
ruckus?
Nonsense, ruckus.
I mean, people are selling all sorts of
crack.
stuff out there.
It wasn't like that. Like, was it crack?
No one's selling crack to my knowledge.
I mean, people do.
People, they're all those, like, what do you call them? Like smoke shops, tobacco shops, whatever, along the road. Sometimes some of those guys are out there.
The CBD.
Yeah, CBD products. But that's more for like come into the store. They more have signs. But you do have
our
people,
store's right here. We're just having a table on the curb right outside our store.
outside of that, it's like handmade jewelry and paintings.
People
and
try to make a living.
just art. Yeah. Yeah. I never saw anything super egregious by it by any means. I can understand like it does make the walk a little bit like tight. Yeah, you can't walk
Was it to
and
the
talk.
point
you
you
got to get
felt
single
unsafe
file.
like
no,
that? Like they
What?
should eliminate this because of my walks with my
Yeah,
club.
no, I don't think so. I think they'll regret holding on to that little bit of charm.
Now I do understand. Okay, like there is a difference between setting up a table on a curb versus having a street dedicated for food trucks or for a market. You would think a place like Noda would have a dedicated market.
I would think that would make more sense to have like a parking lot that's dedicated to be a market this time to this time, and people pay a little fee, $50, $100.
And they could do it right
at
at the Johnson YMCA right there.
Yeah.
There's definitely a little bit of space to do it, but you're not going to get the same traffic.
I hear
you
the
do. It's
Y's
just
on its way downhill right now. You been to the
They're-
Y recently?
I have not.
Okay. Which
The
one?
one in Noda or
Noda?
just in general?
I hear
Now
in general.
be careful.
I'm here in general.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm just saying people should go back by the Y.
Yeah.
Check on it, make sure it's good. Maybe that's why. Maybe this is what's happening. People are stopping to go to the Y.
Right.
And it's causing it to go downhill.
I don't know,
bit.
but I think having like a dedicated space for it makes sense. But I get like trying to walk and just do your.
Now,
or
did
they
you have to
set
have
up-
a permit or anything like to do it, or is it just, or is it like only on Saturdays from noon to 2?
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
They-
there's
Yeah,
a
I'm not
couple
sure
things
on
I
the
think they could
permit
try.
process.
You know what I
to
mean?
control
like
it instead of
before-
just getting rid of it altogether.
no street vending.
Yeah.
But maybe they tried. It's also a different kind of game when you're dealing with like those kind of vendors and markets, right, and things like that. People just show up and set up tables sometimes.
Right.
If you're not organized with it. So, but now will that ban go into citywide effect? Will they look at the entire city and say, "Hey, we don't need this at all through any parts of the
Now,
city"?
if I had a storefront that was selling artwork and handmade jewelry, and then somebody right outside
Parks the
sets
table.
up their own table,
I'm gonna be a little upset.
I would be upset.
Because
Yeah.
in Noda, I'm paying probably a pretty penny
to
to
be on
have
that,
that storefront.
on that
Yep.
Noda street. Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe it's the business owners that are
So
upset
we're
about it.
protecting the businesses.
Maybe taking some business away from the businesses.
From
Who's the
tchotchkes.
Karen?
Somebody is. Yeah, Artemis 2 launch date update for you here. Because
Okay, is this the one that's going to the moon?
This is the one going around the moon.
Okay.
This is around the moon to the dark side, farther than humans have ever gone before.
Allegedly.
And they're targeting Thursday, February 19th as the tanking day.
What's the tanking day? Putting gas in the
Second
tank?
fueling test ahead of Artemis 2. So I guess the first fueling test is where they found the leaks. And
Okay.
that's where they said, we got to kick this thing out. We want it to be February, 6th, 7th, but didn't happen. And so now we're looking at the into March, but the 19th, so day after tomorrow, is when we're looking at testing again for fuel. Let's find out, did we make the necessary changes? Do we have any leaks? We don't want to be leaking fuel.
No.
Either
that's
on
bad.
the ground or in space. I don't think either of those. A formal launch date will not be set until after a successful rehearsal and data reviews. So now they're not trying to get everybody hype.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know, because, when Mercury's in retrograde, things get weird.
Mm-hmm.
When the planets align, do things get weird?
Probably.
Because, maybe they don't want to be launching, around the time the planets align. Although, maybe we should launch on that day.
When the planets are just all lined up.
We must launch now.
It's easy to get there.
Prepare for the 28th.
Okay.
We're on our way. Are you preparing for launch to walk out the door right now? We'll let you know what the streets look like next.
We'll be right back with more Good Morning LKN and zero judgment about your dirty dishes. Spotless cleaning gets it. WSIC. Local starts here.
Boy, I tell you what, our weather really just gets nicer over the next couple of days. Really comfortable. A good day to be outside, partly cloudy. as we make it into the mid-60s, some even upper 60s around the lake for our Tuesday afternoon. Staying mild overnight as we fall off into the low 50s, upper 60s, near 70 with some extra clouds for Wednesday. We will talk about another rain chance by the weekend. That's your forecast from the Surf Pickleballing Kitchen. I'm WSIC meteorologist Chase Myers.
Struggling with focus, memory, or mental clarity? Royer Neuroscience offers personalized, remote brain training designed to improve your cognitive health. Anywhere, anytime, you can boost focus, enhance mental performance, and thrive emotionally and physically. Visit RoyerNeuroscience.com and reclaim your brain today.
Here is your WSIC community calendar.
Mooresville Community Children's Theater invites you to Honk Jr., a joyful musical retelling of The Ugly Duckling, filled with humor, heart, and messages about acceptance and self-confidence.
Performances run February 26th and 27th at 7 p.m., February 28th at 1 and 4 p.m., and March 1st at 2 p.m. at the Joe V. Knox Auditorium in Mooresville. Learn more and get tickets at mooresvillechildrenstheater.org.
Parents, if your kids are like mine, they just don't stop growing. The Terry Kids Children's Consignment Sale returns to Mooresville Saturday, February 28th through Wednesday, March 4th at the Merino Mill Complex, 200 Brawley Avenue. Shop huge savings on gently used children's clothing, toys, baby gear, and more, with multiple shopping days and early access options for the best selection.
Get the full schedule, shopping times, and consignor info at terrykidsconsignment.com/Mooresville.
And finally, love is still in the air for Lake Norman couples planning their big day.
The third annual My Favorite Bridal Show, hosted by Events by Victoria, happens Sunday, February 22nd from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. in the Kettle Room at Gibson Mills in Concord. More than 60 wedding vendors will be there, from florals and planners to fashion, desserts, and decor, plus tastings, a fashion show, and prize drawings throughout the afternoon.
Pre-registered couples get in free, or it's just $5 at the door. And it's one of the best ways to meet vendors and gather inspiration in one place. Learn more and register now at eventsbyvictorias.com.
For even more local events, family activities, and things happening around Lake Norman, visit liveworkplaylkn.com.
That's liveworkplaylkn.com.
Good morning, LKN is back with more shenanigans and spotless cleaning support, because this show's messier than your kitchen. WSIC, local, starts here.
Good morning, LKN. 8:18. Happy Tuesday to you. If you just left the house a little bit ago, you might be sitting outside and saying, I wonder what's going on somewhere along this road and why I'm sitting where I'm sitting. Let's find out if that's true. ICATS.com, alternative transportation, $3 each day, each way to commute from Iredell County down to the city of Charlotte, cruising in the HOV lane. With David. Good morning, sir. How are things looking?
Hey, guys. We just made it to Charlotte. There's been an accident on 77 in the southbound lane. The interstate was cut off. We had to divert our route on some back roads to get down here. So if you're traveling 77 south around the exit 33 area, fire trucks have the road blocked off, and, of course, traffic's having to go different directions. May want to leave, if you haven't left already, you may want to go ahead and plan your route differently today. Other than that, we finally made it to Charlotte. Of course, Charlotte is very busy as usual. Brookshire Freeway was almost like a parking lot as we got on it. But the northbound lane as it was coming down was running pretty good. So overall, one lane's pretty packed. The other one's pretty mild to moderate, so to speak.
Tough go for the southbounders all the way down to the city. But, that's why we cruise with ICATS, so you don't even have to worry about it. You can find those different routes, and only $3 to go from Iredell down to the city of Charlotte. David, we so appreciate you, sir. Drive safe this morning, and look forward to chatting with you tomorrow.
All right, guys. Y'all take care. Have a great day.
You too. See you. Yeah, bye. ICATS.com, $1 from your front door each day to run errands around Iredell County. $1 on Tuesday, that's today. You can go to the VA in Salisbury for only $1 from your front door in Iredell County, and $1 to get back from the VA in Salisbury to your front door in Iredell County. Thursday, Winston-Salem, same setup, $1 from the front door and $1 to get back. $1 on Friday to go to Hickory and $1 to get back. You just got to schedule it right at ICATS.com. A familiar face who clearly didn't get murdered this past weekend at the Murder Mystery Dinner Theater show, Christine Patterson. She's the Director of Experience and Engagement for the town of Mooresville. She's also host of I Heart Mooresville. That airs every Tuesday from 11 to noon here at WSIC. Christine, good morning to you.
Good morning.
How was the show this weekend?
Oh, my gosh. It was so much fun. And, it's crazy. Live theater, the magic of it, how they can do the same show for 2 different nights, but it just seems completely different. They're very talented in what they do.
I see that clearly you didn't get murdered. Did
No,
you didn't do the murdering?
No, not this time. There's always next year.
That's true.
That is true.
2 shows this year. We'll see how many come up next year.
I mean, it was packed in there, and your team did a great job, Christine, keeping it organized. The food was great. Check-in was easy. The table, you guys just do a great job. You transform the space every single time. It always blows our mind how you're able to take this space and turn it into whatever you need it to be. It's pretty cool.
Oh, thank you. One of my favorite parts about this is just, hearing everyone and their feedback and getting to talk to people. I always stand there by the door when everyone's kind of coming out. And it's really nice to just hear the different reasons that people come. And, a lot of our crowds too, they're like, every year we come to this because no one else does dinner theater. We feel like this is like a dying thing that people, don't do anymore. And so, for some people it's nostalgic, and, some people it's date night and just something fun to do, but we're happy to be there for everyone to come and enjoy it.
Christine Patterson, she's the Director of Experience and Engagement for the town of Mooresville. All right, we've moved past Valentine's Day, Christine. We did it. We succeeded. We pre-planned. Everyone had a great time. Spouses alike are all excited and happy with each other, but they want another show. They want another thing to do, and they want to do it in Mooresville. If I go to mooresvilleevents.com, what are we going to get excited about next?
Yes. So next thing to be excited about is our next show in our Arts on Stage Entertainment Series, which is on March 7th. It's really coming up in a couple weeks. How it's already March, I do not know.
Yeah.
This show is one that we've, of course, on our list of things that we've been trying to bring. And it's the Sounds of Memphis. Shelley Rufin. She is amazing. She was born and raised in Memphis and played at, just all around, all the amazing places that we all want to go, like the Bluebird Cafe and Ryman. And she she basically does covers of all of those artists that came out of Memphis. It's that Memphis sound, and she tells stories of, artists like Patsy Cline and Bonnie Raitt, Stevie Nicks, Elvis, of course. And so she's such a great performer. And so everyone, there are few tickets left, but get your tickets on mooresvilleevents.com for that one.
Very distinct sound, right? When you think about the artists coming out of Memphis, you obviously have famous people like Elvis, right? Who some of the gospel style, the exciting things. So another wonderful show right here in Mooresville. Now, this one I'm going to assume is also ticketed, Christine. Am I right about that?
It is, yes. Our tickets, like I said, tickets are available on the website. And tickets are not that much. We keep tickets affordable for everyone. You're talking about $20 to $35, depending on, where you sit. Definitely worth it for a great show. Of course, we have a bar on site. But it's just a really good out.
I'm also seeing on here, because you guys have the section on mooresvilleevents.com for community events, and I see the crossover here from Parks and Recreation. Looks like the Summer Camp Expo is coming up in just a couple of weeks.
Yes, so that event is one that I'm so glad that we started just as an organization, because I did not realize until, of course, we are not part of the Parks and Recreation Department anymore. We help support them, but when we were part of Parks and Recreation, I really opened my eyes to this summer camp world and how, much people need it, the demand for it. Obviously, I have kids, and we signed up for summer camps, but the town of Mooresville offers so many opportunities. Our summer camp lottery opened on February 16th. It's going to last 2 weeks, so people still have time to register for the summer camp lottery. There are summer camp opportunities all over the town of Mooresville, like Parks and Rec facilities. But the Summer Camp Expo does something unique, and it gets all those opportunities in one place, not just at town of Mooresville facilities, but also at non-town facilities, so other organizations that host summer camps. So it's a really great place to kind of browse and learn what you want your kids to do this summer.
Well, I think that's one of the things as a parent, right? You want to like find those things, but having one place to be able to go, right, is where it gets tough because there's so many options out there. And so this one's at the Charles Mack Citizen Center, and it's February 28th. You mentioned the lottery, so obviously a unique way because the signups, I mean, they go fast.
They do go fast.
I mean, people put it on their calendar, Christine.
Mm-hmm. You're there. You're ready to log in at 12:01 a.m. to get on the list.
Yes, and they switched to a lottery this year because of that. Some families were having issues because maybe they were working and they couldn't, be on the page at that specific time. Also, we were getting a little overloaded, and so we switched to this option because we feel like it'll better meet the needs of the community.
Looking forward to hearing about those times. Again, no doubt they're going quick, but the lottery's still open. You have your chance to register for the lottery still. Don't miss that opportunity because summertime's going to be here quick, and you should pre-plan pretty quickly.
That's right.
It's seeming like we're getting closer and closer to getting back outside, Christine. I thought that was going to be just a dream for a while there as we hit 2 weeks of winter wonderland here. But it seems like the seasons are changing quickly. Are you getting excited for some of the outdoor events that are coming in 2026?
Yes. So, like I said, event season, that's my time. I love it. When the weather starts getting warmer, we get to do our thing. And so I'm definitely excited about all the things that are upcoming and even like end of spring. So, we always kind of say Shamrocks and Shenanigans that the wonderful organization, the Mooresville Downtown Commission, puts on every year, kind of kick off like outdoor season in Mooresville. And so that event, of course, St. Patrick's Day weekend on Saturday from 3 to 8 kicks off that kind of gateway into our outdoor season. And there's lots of opportunities. We have some switch ups this summer in our festivals. And so we'll be making some exciting announcements about that soon. And then, of course, we always kind of end summer with the Bands, Brews, and Barbecue Festival, which is amazing, and our Rock the Park, which runs throughout. So we're excited for all of that.
And so for the experience and engagement department, and you mentioned the St. Patrick's Shamrocks and Shenanigans, that one was on MooresvilleEvents.com, and it takes you over to downtownmooresville.com. That Downtown Mooresville Commission, experience and engagement department, working together on these kind of events. What's that like for you guys, and do you enjoy that process?
Yeah, so we get to work with some really great organizations like the Mooresville Downtown Commission that puts on events. And for us, we just want to be able to support all those engagement opportunities that happen in downtown Mooresville and, contribute to making our town a thriving, active community with, all of these quality of life things, right? We call it social capital. It's those things that make people want to live, work, play here, all of that. And so, it doesn't matter whether it's our organization putting it on or someone else's organization. We want it to be amazing. And so we get to kind of provide that support. And we get to go to all of these great events, which is like the best part of the job.
Christine Patterson, she's the Director of Experience and Engagement for the town of Mooresville. Also host of I Heart Mooresville. What you got on tap for the show today, Christine?
We have got Stella McCline, local country music artist, that's coming on to talk about everything that's been going on in his world over the last year. And he's got a concert coming up too in Troutman, so tune in to listen.
And he got nominated for, was it a big award? He got nominated for a pretty big award, I think, recently too, as well, in recent days. So congrats to him for sure as well. Looking forward to a great episode. The music scene there too, alive and well in downtown Mooresville too. Christine Patterson, she's the Director of Experience and Engagement. Check out I Heart Mooresville every Tuesday from 11 to noon. You can listen to it live. You can also catch it on demand wherever you listen to podcasts and watch on social, and always the WSIC News app. Christine, so appreciate you. We'll see you later.
Thanks. Bye.
We'll be right back with more Good Morning LKN and zero judgment about your dirty dishes. Spotless cleaning gets it. WSIC. Local starts here.
Hello, Paul and Kelly. Can you hear me? All right, excellent. I know you guys can hear me. I cannot hear you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close the meeting real quick and open it back up. Sometimes that's just like a real easy solution. I don't know how that works, but sometimes it works. Let me give that a try real quick. Stand by.
Kitchen on WSIC. Meteorologist Chase Myers.
Bob McIntosh here with the McIntosh Law Firm in Davis. Serving this community has been a collective passion of our law firm since 1997. We offer the quality legal services and results you would expect from a large downtown firm, but with a personal, community-focused approach right here at home. The McIntosh.
Can you hear me out there? Yes, you can hear me. I cannot hear you. Hold on, let me just double check my sound settings.
Spotless cleaning. How can we make your day spotless? Yes, we make not just toilets spotless, but also counters, cabinets, and kitchens.
Yes, you're right.
I think we got you now. Yes.
Can you hear me now?
I can, yes. Excellent. So here is how this is going to go, if you guys don't mind me just diving right in. We like to throw everyone through that adversity right there just to begin with. So the hard part is now behind us. I can hear and see you. Let's see. Now we are on commercial break. When we get back, I know you probably see like a Good Morning LKN slide up right now. As soon as we get back from break, you'll see Justin and Mamie. They'll introduce you guys, and we'll kind of begin the conversation, okay?
Wait, it's Justin, and what's the other person's name?
Mamie, M-A-M-I-E.
Okay.
Yes, and then let's see. They're going to kind of steer the conversation for you guys, talk about the summer camp coming up and everything you guys are about. Should go really fast. The only thing I want to make you aware of is when you're talking, we put the camera on our virtual screen here, so you might see yourselves. Don't let that throw you off.
That's fine.
All right. Yeah, talk right through it. Everything looks good on our end, all right? And then we'll send you guys this segment after the show is wrapped up today, okay?
Yep. Thank you.
Absolutely. Excellent. Stand by. I'm going to keep you guys muted. We still got a little over a minute and a half.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Anxiety, grief, and life transitions. We combine clinical expertise with spiritual depth to help you find lasting peace. Insurance and self-pay options are available, making support accessible. You don't have to walk this journey alone. Call or text 252-758-8636 today. Healing is possible, especially when God is part of the process.
A good soul isn't hard to find, especially if you're listening to WSIC on Tuesdays at 4.
Hello, and welcome to The Good Soul.
The Good Soul, hosted by Patty Alvarez, features real-world conversations that leave you feeling happy and rejuvenated.
Don't miss a thing. Download the WSIC News app today. WSIC. Local starts here.
Yeah, this is Bloomberg Money Minute. This is the Hollywood drama that never seems to end. Warner Brothers Discovery has agreed to temporarily reopen sale negotiations with rival Hollywood studio Paramount Skydance. It now sets the stage for a potential second bidding war with Netflix. Warner Brothers negotiated a waiver with the streaming giant that will allow it to engage with Paramount for 7 days about the terms of its most recent offer. Traders are coming back to their desk with tensions climbing around Iran and also concern about the broader impact of artificial intelligence rippling beyond the tech sector. The outlook for Federal Reserve rate cuts also in focus following Friday's tamer than expected inflation data. Apple says it's holding a product launch March 4th, with the company preparing to announce several new devices in the coming weeks. And Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth is close to cutting business ties with Anthropic and designated the AI company a supply chain risk. I'm John Tucker, Bloomberg Radio.
Friendly reminder, don't brake when you see the lake.
WSIC. Local starts here.
Good morning, LKN is back with more shenanigans and spotless cleaning support because this show's messier than your kitchen. WSIC. Local starts here.
Good morning, LKN. 8:34. Happy Tuesday to you. Romeo, Romeo, where art for thou, Romeo?
Is this our improv?
This is how improv works.
Yes, and.
You just say random lines, and I know that's how it works. The team at Over the Counter Improv joins us this morning to prove it. Good morning to you both. A good morrow.
How are you? Are you doing well?
Are
Doing
we
well.
just Shakespeare? We're improving Shakespeare
That's right.
this morning? Okay.
Now, Paul, we've met before. We have a mutual friend in Aaron who told you it would be a great idea for you to come on this show. I apologize in advance for that. I don't know why she would direct you to do such crazy
I don't understand.
things.
I don't know. She has a drinking problem.
Oh, no.
But you and your lovely wife, who I have not met, I don't think, before, do improv together, do life together, and I think operate this business together. Share with us what you guys have going on.
Go ahead, Kelly.
There's a whole lot, and the fact that we do all you nailed it. We do 24/7. We're together, so that may say something. I may be the one with the drinking problem.
And you have a workshop coming up for young adults. We'll say maybe different ages or just teens. We love seeing kids get into theater, get involved. I mean, just the skill building and all that. So share with us what the program you guys have coming up.
This program is a little bit different. So what we're trying to do, in addition to just obviously helping them with self-confidence and those types of things, is we're trying to help the kids go to the right side of the brain. The left side's where you do your math and science, and the right side's where you're creative, where you're innovative, where your sense of humor comes from, and self-confidence as well. There is overlap in the brain, but what we're trying to do is show the kids, hey, not only do you come into this class and learn the skills to help you with giving a presentation or talking to your friends or coming up with a joke at the right moment. But we're also saying, how do we get inside your mind and change some of the neural connections or strengthen them in a way that can be very beneficial? And we've done this for 11 years in Fort Mill. It's sold out every single year. And now we're introducing it into the Charlotte area.
And so your journey with improv, your journey with comedy, your journey with coaching and teaching as well. Can you share that with us? Kind of what's your journey been like?
Yeah, to be honest with you, we first started it in 2004. I took an improv class. And then once I did that, I knew the second I took the first class, I was like, this is it. And then in 2009, I opened up my own business doing improv and just teaching it. And then all of a sudden people saw it and said, can you do this on a corporate level? And we've been at, up there where you guys are. We've been to Davidson College. We've been to Lowe's. We've been to Catawba County, Catawba County, teaching for the government. UNCC, Ingersoll Rand at Train, all that.
What is it about improv that can help on the corporate level?
At the corporate level, what you're trying to teach them, again, is to, quick thinking skills, trying to help them with active listening, trying to be in the moment. And again, self-confidence, making the presentation where it's super exciting, adding humor in. I always ask them about that, like a leadership quality, and they never say humor, but it's extremely important. So I've probably been to Train, or it was called Ingersoll Rand at that time, more than 75 times. So once they see this, they're like, wow, this is very, very different than anything they've ever seen before. And that's what we're doing at the team level as well. It's just kind of a little bit different so they get the idea, because we're going to back up with the science to show them what's going on inside their head at that moment.
Go ahead, Kelly.
Oh, sorry. No, it's funny because a lot of times
interrupting her is greeit. I mean, that's fine.
Is that part of improv interrupting? If it is, then we're pros at it over here.
Thou mightest be canceled. No, it's funny because a lot of times people, like schools, a lot of times will call us in for their theater department to kind of give them a boost. And corporations, a lot of times initially will say, we just need a team building experience. But then when they get in and they see the science behind it and they see how much it helps, then it just changes the whole playing field.
And then we also give them takeaways they can practice at home. And then it just changes the whole dynamic within a company within a few months.
A lot of great venues around the Charlotte area, here around Lake Norman as well. So we've had artists through, and I try to ask the question in the beginning. I've not been able to get a straight answer, and you guys knowing the science will know better than most. Can you teach funny to people? Like, is that possible to help people actually be funny?
You can give them the foundation. In other words, what you're doing is you're setting up strengthening the myelin sheath on the right side of the brain, right? So that's like protection around it. So once you start to show them how to do that, it makes it much, much easier. But to be honest with you, a lot of the exercises that we do, this is what we teach at the corporate level, is they're so worried about, my team's not funny. I don't know if we can bring you in here because of that. And it has nothing to do with that. What we try and do is say the exercises themselves are designed to be that way. Once they start to do that, it's so funny in that regard that, whether I'm teaching mechanical engineers at Ingersoll or Duke University or something of that nature, it doesn't matter. Because once you do that, it changes the whole game plan.
We're talking with Paul and Kelly of Over the Counter Improv, otcimprov.com, talking about the upcoming leadership summer camp. Now, is it sign-up start in March or is the camp in March?
No, the camp actually is going to start. I'm sorry, that was a camp that we were doing in March, but the new camp that we're going to do for that is going to start on June 15th.
Oh, so we're preparing for summertime. We're talking summer camp status.
Yes.
And is this parents drop off, or do I need to stick around with my leash and my child?
No, it's a drop off. It's from 1 to 4. It's called the Smile program, and it's from 1 to 4 on the week, and it'll be June 15th through the 19th. And on the 19th, all the parents will come in and see what we've learned. So the kids will actually demonstrate presentations. They'll demonstrate the humor. They'll see all of those things within their child.
And for the journey you kind of been on with this, right, and teaching and having done the corporate, having done the kids, what's kind of some of those differences with the kids compared to adults, right? Because kids can be just kind of wide open, willing to say anything, and then, usually it's probably the adults that are more reserved. What are some of those things, like memories you've got of the past years of doing this and, like, some of those results you've seen from the kids?
It's so funny because some of the things that when we're at the corporate level, we'll say, we'll have them do just a gesture or something like, and what we always do is, it's kind of funny with the kids, we'll do a nay-nay, like the old dance, right? The nay-nay. And like, really, do we look like we could do that well? But the people at the corporate level are like, they're doing the Queen's wave. And the kids, they just don't have those inhibitions. They just let loose. And so many times they are so funny. We will sometimes say, I wouldn't have thought of that, because they're just so free in their thinking. It's amazing.
Give you an example of that. We do a game called Taxi, and everybody gets in the taxi and they adopt the accent of the other person. Well, this is in a showcase, and I said to the audience, okay, where are they? They said England. So the little girl who's 10 years old actually got out of the car and went to the other side because she knew that you drive on the other side of the road to start the scene.
Oh, that's smart. Yeah, that's a smart kid.
That was crazy at 10 years old. Adults would never think of that.
Adults get in the car and they don't even pretend to open the door.
Right.
Yeah.
And for the parent that, like, maybe they haven't, like, introduced their kid to a concept of leadership or a concept of strategic thinking, right, or some kind of third-party extracurricular activity, why should they pick yours? What is it, do you think, that makes y'all's different? For let's say, the kid who hasn't done anything yet, are they possible candidates as well for the leadership summer camp?
Justin, they get us. Hello.
Wow. No need to ask any more questions there. I do have a question for you, though. Age-wise, what are you saying? As we say teens, is this like 13 to 18, or can we go a little bit older, a little bit younger?
Yeah, we can tweak it a little. Like, if you have a child, like, we have some people that are, adults that don't really act like it.
Oh, then I think that Justin and I are eligible for this one too, then.
But sometimes you'll have a kid that's, 10 or maybe 11 even, and they're just miles ahead of a 15-year-old. And sometimes it's that freedom because they haven't hit that point yet where they're so worried about what everybody else thinks of them.
Last year in a camp, it was so funny because we had kids from age 10 or 9 to 17. Okay. So, and then I decided in the showcase to do one of the games, and the kid that was the best was 10. And yet no one seemed upset. None of the other kids who were 16 or 17, they're like, no, she is the best. She's 10 years old and she was able to do the scene incredibly well.
You've got your opportunity if you're interested in learning about improv or learning some leadership skills or just having a good time and laughing. All of the above are encouraged. Over the Counter Improv, otcimprov.com. You can hang out with Paul and Kelly more during Leadership Summer Camp. It's going down in June. Again, you can head over to otcimprov.com. You can get all the schedule and info. And if you're a corporation, maybe you're looking for some corporate team building, there's obviously the opportunity there as well. Check out their site, otcimprov.com. Paul and Kelly, thank you so much for joining us. It's great to see you, Paul. You're still funny, man. I'll give it to you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with more Good Morning LKN and zero judgment about your dirty dishes. Spotless cleaning gets it. WSIC. Local starts here.
Well done, guys. I appreciate you.
Boy, I tell you what, our weather really just gets nicer over the next.
Yes. Any questions for us?
Really
No, thank you so much for having us. You were unbelievably professional. It was so good.
Oh my goodness.
So good.
You couldn't have said that on the air. I appreciate you. You guys take care.
We will
All right, bye.
Yeah, bye now.
By the weekend. That's your forecast from the Surf Pickleball and Kitchen. I'm WSIC meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here is your WSIC community calendar.
Mooresville Community Children's Theater invites you to Honk Jr., a joyful musical retelling of The Ugly Duckling, filled with humor, heart, and messages about acceptance and self-confidence.
Performances run February 26th and 27th at 7 p.m., February 28th at 1 and 4 p.m., and March 1st at 2 p.m. at the Joe V. Knox Auditorium in Mooresville. Learn more and get tickets at mooresvillechildrenstheater.org.
Parents, if your kids are like mine, they just don't stop growing. The Terry Kids Children's Consignment Sale returns to Mooresville Saturday, February 28th through Wednesday, March 4th at the Merino Mill Complex, 200 Raleigh Avenue. Shop huge savings on gently used children's clothing, toys, baby gear, and more, with multiple shopping days and early access options for the best selection.
Get the full schedule, shopping times, and consignor info at terrykidsconsignment.com/Mooresville.
And finally, love is still in the air for Lake Norman couples planning their big day.
The third annual My Favorite Bridal Show, hosted by Events by Victoria, happens Sunday, February 22nd from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. in the Kettle Room at Gibson Mills in Concord. More than 60 wedding vendors will be there, from florals and planners to fashion, desserts, and decor, plus tastings, a fashion show, and prize drawings throughout the afternoon.
Pre-registered couples get in free, or it's just $5 at the door. And it's one of the best ways to meet vendors and gather inspiration in one place. Learn more and register now at eventsbyvictorias.com.
For even more local events, family activities, and things happening around Lake Norman, visit liveworkplaylkn.com.
That's liveworkplaylkn.com.
Dreaming of a new home or a better rate? At O'Brien Home Loans, our team of independent brokers find tailored solutions that truly fit your life. Proudly serving North Carolina with honest advice and local heart. Visit O'BrienHomeLoans.com today for a free quote.
Good morning, LKN is back with more shenanigans and spotless cleaning support, because this show's messier than your kitchen. WSIC, local starts here.
Good morning, LKN. 8:48. Happy Tuesday to you. You're already thinking about the weekend, because today's Tuesday, tomorrow's Wednesday, and then before you know it, you're already halfway
already
past,
the weekend.
And then you got to plan it real quick. Let me tell you about Friday. Fun adventure to start it off. First thing in the morning. If you're a breakfast person, you're a coffee person, or you just like to hang out in the mornings, you're welcome to come by the Serve this Friday. We're starting monthly broadcasts from the Serve Pickleball and Kitchen located in Cornelius, and this Friday will be our first. Mame says we'll be inside the swing suite.
We'll be in the swing suite.
That's what she says, that we'll be inside swinging clubs during the show.
I will be talking. You guys will be swinging clubs during the whole show.
You can come by, and here's the cool thing, too. If you come by, you get a chance to win 2 hours in the swing suites for free or 2 hours of pickleball.
That's right.
Either way, your choice, but you've got to come by and register in order to win.
That's right. So you come by. We'll be in the swing suite. Come by. Scan the QR code that we're going to have taped outside the door. You can come in, say, hey, if you want to. But, yeah, just go by, scan that QR code. It'll make it really easy for you guys. And that way you can register to win. But you have to come by in person to register to win. If you've not done the pickleball, if you've not done the swing suites, both really fun indoor and outdoor pickleball. The weather's changing a little bit. We're having some of those warm days. It's nice to be outside. And you can also just stop by and have breakfast. They have a great menu. I've had breakfast there a couple times. It's really good. Great
Eggs Benny.
Oh yeah, that's your favorite?
That's what I hear is the top notch there.
I like the breakfast sandwich that they have, but I've also heard that the breakfast burrito is really good too. So lots of really good options. Whatever you like, they have it on the menu. So come by, hang out with us on Friday from 7 to 9 a.m., and we'll be broadcasting live from the Serve. Really looking forward to it.
We'll have some special guests there as well as part of the show. A couple people from the Serve as
Got
well
a couple
as some
from the
other
Serve.
guests from
The mayor of Cornelius, Mayor Bilodeau, is going to be coming by.
Mayor Bilodeau.
A couple of commissioners are going to be stopping by.
Excellent.
So it's going to be a really great day to talk about Cornelius, what's going on in town, and what you can expect to happen, in the coming weeks and months ahead.
A great place to hang out in the community. If you've got events you're looking to host, you can also do that there at the Serve as well. They've got a wonderful a private room there for about 50 people events. If you're into that space at all, you're looking to host an event, you can talk to the Serve about it.
Yeah, and we'll be hosting some events there later this year, too. We'll bring up to tonight's Ladies Who Play.
Big event tonight. Big event tonight.
And somehow you got in, too.
I got in the door. Now, I'm not mahjonging.
You're not.
I'm not mahjonging tonight. I promised Demi I wouldn't.
Okay.
Last time she found me in an alleyway on a 3-day bender. And she said, not again. Not before the kids go to college.
It's only a 2-hour event, so I don't know what you'd be doing. I don't know. But, yeah, you'll be there tonight. But looking forward to everybody that can join us tonight at the Peninsula Club for the Mahjong night. It is sold out, double sold out. Is this Mahjong music? Is this what you listen to while you're playing?
Yeah. Same origin.
Yeah. So looking forward to that tonight. It's going to be a really fun night. Like I said, we are sold out, so don't try to get in at the door. Justin's going to turn you away. Are you playing bouncer tonight? Is that what you're doing?
What it is. Yeah.
It's such a
check-in table.
Yeah. But then we have another event that is not sold out yet, but will sell out too. So make
it's
sure
pre-selling.
It's pre-selling. Yeah. So new pre-planning. You got a pre-sell now. The Lake Norman Woman Wellness Retreat is happening April 14th. In the Safe Harbor Peninsula Yacht Club. Half day of yoga, journaling, sound baths, wellness vendors. We have plenty of spots open for vendors. We have plenty of spots open for sponsors. So if you want to be part of it, go over to lakenormanwoman.com and sign up right now. Lots of great opportunities to be involved. That's exactly what's going to sound like that day, too. Just all of us hooping and hollering.
Retreat makes me think you're driving somewhere far away.
It does sound like that, right?
Yeah.
But you can retreat in your own neighborhood.
Ooh.
Because you can get away. Because we are not. It is going to be a women's only event. It's going to be nice and calm and serene and zen. Doing yoga right there by Lake Norman, right there over the water.
Oh, wow.
It's going to be so nice. That nice lawn area that they have. This is limited to 50 people because we want to keep it intimate. We want to have a great experience with everyone. So make sure that you head over to lakenormanwoman.com and pre-register for that event. Let's go, girls. Pre-register for that event, guys. Make sure you sign up for that one. Don't miss out because it will sell out.
Let's bring up some topics that y'all can talk about while at the wellness retreat that'll make everybody feel
boy,
good.
I can't wait. What's it going to be?
Let's go national.
Because it's been such a nice, lovely, good news day.
Let's check out this map right here. This
boy.
one's pretty cool. So this one is, I guess, one of just kind of all of, kind of the U.S. Navy and where they're kind of at in the world. I guess right now, over 1/3 of the U.S. Navy fleet is deployed to Iran.
Oh my goodness!
Right now, and so
is this like the Domino's pizza tracker?
Yeah, this is for boats and planes.
This is the same kind of thing. Something's about to go down.
Yeah, looking like something's clearly building up over there. So just interesting map. The Department of War, though, too, and the Department of Justice not happy about all these public accounts that are tracking all of these boats and ships and things like that. They're claiming it's now a matter of national security, but it is a big deal in the world that the flights, like flight patterns, tracking of planes, all be public. So it's very interesting and unique. There's obviously some that aren't so public, but for the most part, vast majority are. Pentagon has started a new contest, and SpaceX has entered into it. Now, remember, SpaceX and XAI merged, right? Elon recently announced the merger of those two. And so the Pentagon is, they outlined a new strategy to accelerate drone development and deployment by aiming to cut bureaucracy and boost domestic drone manufacturing. They've also been seeking safe and cost-effective ways to neutralize drones. I wonder why. Something behind the scenes telling them that that's something that is needed. But they did open up a competition to see who could do the best at autonomous drone technology. So the ability for voice to text, to just talk to some type of module, some type of piece of hardware, that you talk into, and you tell the drones in swarm, and by swarm we mean by the thousands, exactly what you want it to do, and it executes on it. And so now SpaceX has entered into developing this technology for the Pentagon to just be able to talk to the drones.
Nice.
And tell them in swarm by the thousands.
In swarm. Swarm of drones.
A swarm of drones.
Makes you feel all warm and cozy inside, doesn't it?
That's exactly right.
That's the sound you want to hear.
And SpaceX is one of the select few chosen to participate. It's got a $100 million prize associated with it.
Oh, maybe I'll get on this one then.
It's a 6-month competition, and the whole goal is to produce advanced swarming technology that can translate voice commands into digital instructions running swarms of drones.
Swarms.
So that sounds like a next Huntersville event where we see the drone
swarm
show going on. There's no doubt about that. President Trump's not happy with Maryland, and it's not, anything well, it is a particular thing. It's the poo-poo.
Oh, no.
There's a massive ecological disaster unfolding in the Potomac River as a result of the gross mismanagement of local Democrat leaders, particularly Governor Wes Moore of Maryland. This is President Trump on X and on True Social. A sewer line breach in Maryland has caused millions of gallons of raw sewage to be dumped directly into the Potomac River, a result of incompetent local and state management of essentials waste management systems. This is the same governor who cannot rebuild a bridge. It is clear local authorities cannot adequately handle this calamity. Therefore, I am directing federal authorities to immediately provide all necessary management, direction, and coordination to protect the Potomac, the water supply in the capital region, and our treasured national resources in our nation's capital city. While state and local authorities have failed to request needed emergency help, I cannot allow incompetent local, quote, leadership to turn the river in the heart of Washington into a disaster zone. As we saw in the Palisades, the Democrat war on merit has real consequences. The federal government has no choice but to step in. FEMA, which is currently being defunded by the Democrats, will play a key role in coordinating the response. Thank you for your attention to this matter, President Donald J. Trump.
Don't let them know about Lake Norman.
I was going to say, people be dumping sewage here. Take it with you.
Yeah.
Take this up there, too. Tell the boats to stop dumping their poo-poo here.
Yeah. Right?
I can't take it anymore.
Yeah, I think we get like one a week or something over here. So.
Give or take.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Oh, no. I see another update over here.
There is an update on the Epstein case. I do got one for you. Supposedly, DOJ released a new list of 300 names. They basically combined all the names that were in any of the Epstein docs. And it's pretty much everybody.
Everybody.
It's everybody.
I'm not on
They're
there.
all in the list.
But everybody's on the list.
And so it just makes you wonder, clearly, again, something's been going on for a long time that
like,
a lot of people knew about.
Here, I mean,
you don't even need to name, you just name a name.
We only got 2 minutes left. It's literally everybody you've ever heard of in your life
is named on this list.
Yes.
So it's really hard to understand what's real and what's not. But clearly, there's a lot that's been going on for a long time that a bunch of people are getting caught on right now. And they're going to do everything they can to fight to the very end to make sure they don't get in trouble for it. But clearly, a lot of people knew.
Yeah.
And so that's the sad part, I think, about all of it. And that nothing is really going to end up happening from it. That's the other thing that's super sad about it, unfortunately.
That's disappointing, yeah.
Especially when we're talking about children being sex trafficked.
Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. Everyone should agree that that is a bad thing that should not happen.
China and Canada announced a new partnership. They got one going on. Mark Carney, the Prime Minister of Canada, put out, "We're renewing Canada's relationship with China. As part of our new strategic partnership, China is granting visa-free travel for Canadians.
Oh.
So you can head on over to China if you're a Canadian and do it visa-free if you want to. If you wanted to head on over and have yourself a good time.
There's got to be something fun to do over there.
A lot of fun to do here. 37 hours worth every single week. You can download the WSIC News app today. It's available on iOS and Google Play for free. You can listen live. You can watch live as well because we do video live stream all 37 hours. You can catch it all on demand, audio, video version. And you can see also a bunch of local businesses that want to hang out with you too. Download the WSIC News app today on iOS and Google Play. Up next is Vaughn, the Home Ad Show. 844-STUDIO-4, 844-788-3464. That's the phone number you call if you want to buy, sell, and celebrate. Celebrate those birthdays and anniversaries. Have a great day, my kid.
Great radio doesn't end here. Catch the full episode and dive or into our archives on the WSIC News app.
WSIC 105.9 FM, 100.7 FM, 1400 AM, Statesville, Lake Norman's home for local talk radio. WSIC, local.